So Darren, welcome along, sir.
It's good to be here. I mean, you know, it's always nice to get out, isn't it?
It is nice. Absolutely nice.
Occasionally, once in a while, yeah.
So I brought you along because, to be honest with you, I just think you'd be better at this than Alfredo.
Oh no, you can't have him. You can't say that.
Well, he was obsessed about the height of buildings, wasn't he? I think everyone now understands the building regulations in Spain about the height of apartment blocks and stuff like that. But,
He's going to miss his breakfast.
well, yeah, I've just upgraded to a new model, haven't I?
Yeah, and we've selected the blue option.
Jesus, I know, we're going to have to coordinate this.
Do you know what? Such a gorgeous day today. Isn't it warm?
Stunning. What is it? 20 and a half
There's
degrees.
no tank top.
There's no tank. Do you know, I have hardly worn my tank top this winter because we've had. It hasn't been cold, has it? I've got the underfloor heating on at home, so I'm warm as toast.
Gorgeous, yeah. It's very, very nice indeed. I mean, for January, this is absolutely beautiful. I think what I love about this time of year as well, you've got that blue sky, that rich blue sky. It's so cool.
The worst thing about today, though, is you've eaten all the mini eggs, haven't you? Or was that not you? I found, guys and girls, a packet of mini eggs. You know, those sugar-coated, like chocolate things down the side. Darren's side. It's gone. All gone. They're all gone. I think it's my partner, Paul. Look at that. There's that.
The thing is, you didn't even offer one. You could have left me one in there. That's ridiculous.
Honestly.
Right, where are we? Where are we today?
What are we doing?
Yes.
We are. Hang on a second before I try and get this. Okay, so we have just spun around there at the Benahabis Estepona roundabout. So we're in Estepona, the district of Estepona, but we're having an explore of the New Golden Mile today.
Yes.
And the New Golden Mile stretches pretty much from where we just come onto the highway all the way down to Estepona. So it's not a mile, and it's a phrase that was kind of coined by estate agents about 10 or 15 years ago to try and invent an area, let's be honest. So the New Golden Mile has got nothing to do with the Golden Mile itself in Marbella, isn't a mile in length, and probably isn't as fancy.
It's a little bit golden, I suppose.
There's a little sprinkles of stardust. This, for instance, on the right-hand side is Diana Park, which is full of shops and bars and restaurants, and there's lots of residential nearby, so quite a popular place. On the left, you have quite prolific developments like Hacienda del Sol, El Presidente, which are all popular for holidays.
Say that this whole area, we have got lots of commercial centres. I mean, when I moved out here almost 12 years ago with the family, this was our main area, our go-to. We were just behind Diner Centre, Diner Park, and then this whole area going up to Benavista and these areas here. Oh, Masala,
the curry house,
one of our favourites.
Al
Pilar. It's always handy to have these because you've got the pharmacies. You can just pull in on the service roads, and you've got everything you need if you need to just get out and about quickly.
Yeah, you have. You've got a good pharmacy there that I think's open most of the day and night.
Classic Chino, the Chinese shop.
Yeah, you've got an English butcher.
Yeah.
Quality meats. So yeah, there is quite a lot along here actually. If you just pull onto the little snickets, you can find.
The lovely Nelly G's for a good brekkie.
The new McDonald's.
Yes, of course.
Very close to my heart.
New commercial centre just on the right as well. I'd be interested to see what goes in there.
A few real estate agents, I would have thought. I was actually tempted with that until we got the pool. I thought that could be a nice little venue. Yeah. But yeah, the next stop we're going to come to, the next junction is the Cancelada junction. And here we have, on the beach side, we have an area called Costa, which is home again to a lot of residential, a couple of beach bars, a new hotel, the Met Hotel.
So as you can see, I've been demoted. Down in front of me is Sean and Darren doing a carpool episode, and I've been relayed to following around in my wife's Volkswagen Polo, which is a 1-liter engine. So I'm struggling to keep up with them.
We've got the Villa Padierna Racket Club, so there's quite a few things going on there. And then the other side of the road, we've got the little Spanish village of Cancelada, and then beyond that, we've got Los Flamingos Golf Resort. And again, here we've got a Mercadona supermarket. There's
lots of developments, isn't there? We've got the new big development coming up behind it. Because a few years ago, there was nothing here, was there, apart from the Mercadona, which they rebuilt last year. But this is amazing. And actually, we've got the Karma Chaos restaurant bar, which is interesting because it pops out of nowhere. But actually, then you can see what's happening around it, the infrastructure around it. So I think this area is going to be a nice mix-up of old, new. Yeah.
You're right. Now, the only thing I'm worried about is the stress on this roundabout from all this developments. Because what they tend to do here in Spain is build the build the stuff and then think, okay, how are we going to get the traffic onto the highway? But they'll find a way. They will find a way. One of your favourite restaurants along here.
Yeah. We've got the nice Italian, the Puglia Italian, which is just on the end next to Bulevar. So,
great pizza.
Yeah, Villa Cana on the left.
Yes.
Very, very popular place.
Quite a lot to see along here.
Yeah, there is actually, isn't there? And that's always a popular place, Villa Cana, but it's classic, isn't it?
It's like a holiday resort, isn't
Yes.
it? Really, like an old school holiday resort.
Yeah. It was McDonald Resorts, wasn't it? And you can live there and.
Big old chunk of land on the left. I mean, that's. I don't know if it's in a dry riverbed though, or
there is that, yeah. But
so
again,
probably can't build on that.
Having said that, the Ecos popped up, didn't it?
And that is on our left is
Wow,
the Ecos
yes.
Hotel, which is probably one of the best hotels in Spain. It's a 5-star, 6-star, all inclusive. And I've got a couple of clients who are in the hotel industry back in the UK, and they reckon that's the best hotel they've ever stayed in. So it's a good hotel. So we're coming to kind of what I would call the heart of the new Golden Mile. So you've got some prolific developments on the left. You'll see the red coloured buildings. Places like Torreblanca, Cabo Bermejo, Manara Beach, Las Salinas, Los Nayades. I've got them all. So that's a very nice area. We've just had coffee down there as well at the little cafe. On the left-hand side now, we've got Las Dunas Health Spa. It used to be a very well-known 5-star hotel with a lot of famous people staying, but now it's become like almost like you go and detox for a couple of weeks and stuff like that.
They've actually got a lovely cafe just on the front.
Yes, I haven't tried it, but I've heard good.
It's beautiful. It's not the cheapest, but you've got that lovely 5-star service down there. And if you want the ocean, it's right on the seafront. It's lovely, actually. Yeah.
On the right-hand side, coming up is a little exit, which is for Selwo and La Resina. Now, the news hot off the press is that Starlight, the
Yes.
event that they have in Marbella at the moment, they are buying some land just above Selwo, and they're going to build their own concert venue. So that's where Starlight will be. I don't know when, but that's when it.
So moving forward, it's going to come out of the area it's in now.
Yes, and then move up there. Big private hospital on the left, on the right. Sorry, Hospice 10. Been there a few times.
Yeah, I use that one myself, and the family does. It's very good, isn't it?
It is good.
It's like checking into a 5-star hotel if you stay in a.
And you get seen within like 20 minutes. If you go to the one in Marbella, the Quiron, it's very busy now. It's almost become like a public hospital. This one is great. So anyone Estepona, New Golden Mile, that's a great addition. New developments on the left-hand side. That's
I like this
Valaya.
one. This is lovely, actually.
Yeah.
It's very, very nice.
The only problem you've got sometimes with the New Golden Mile is, as you can see, you've got a development, then you've got the beach. So with a lot of the housing stock on the left, on the beach side, you do get a little bit of road noise, and it's quite sensitive. You've got to be in the right block, unless you don't mind road noise. I mean, I've had clients who don't mind it at all, but you've got to be conscious of it. So there are some developments that are more sort of prone to that than others. But you'll see that there's still a lot of land as we come down towards Estepona. It's not as built up as the Marbella end, and this is all still classified as New Golden Mile. We're going to be coming up to the famous Kempinski Hotel very soon, but before that is the junction for Laguna Village.
Great place.
Great place, and that's just coming up on our left. Got a Burger King, so you've got McDonald's, Burger King, Aldi, Mercadona, Lidl, everything along here.
I think it's handy it's all sort of tucked here, isn't it? Because you can just get there wherever you're living. If you're living Estepona or just up this start of, it's interesting because Estepona is quite big, isn't it? It's a big area. So all the way back here, all the way forward.
Exactly, because people think when they talk about Estepona or Marbella, they sometimes get confused about what they're referring to. Is it the town? Is it the town centre? Actually, when people talk about Marbella here, they talk about the municipality of Marbella. When people talk about Estepona, again, it's the same. It's all of this and the town centre as well. So it's a big old stretch.
Huge, great development coming up here as well, isn't there? Where they're putting in road systems.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we're going to spin around here. This is the first Estepona exit. So this is kind of where the New Golden Mile ends, and then Estepona proper begins. But from here into Estepona, you could actually walk it. Whether you would or not is another matter, but you could drive into Estepona from here in 5 to 10 minutes into the centre. You go past all the lovely promenade and all the beach bars. And Estepona is easy. It's much easier than Marbella to park and explore. But Estepona, I don't know if you know the story about the mayor, but I think it's the mayor's wife has a garden centre.
Yes.
And the deal is that he provides
That's it. Yes,
the plants
I've heard about this.
for Estepona. And if you go to Estepona, have a look at the promenade.
It's beautiful.
It's stunning. All the flowers they're using.
And they've pedestrianised all of that front now. Yeah. So a few years ago, there was a lot of traffic down there. They've gone, no, let's divert the traffic out. Can be a bit fiddly to navigate around that for the first time for the new system, but actually I think it's beautiful down there. You can have a stroll. It's almost like a double promenade, really, isn't it? You've got the inside original road, the outside by the beach. You've got the parks down there, Chiringuito.
And you've got the old town as well, so you've got a little bit of everything. It's like a little mini Marbella. A lot of money's going into Estepona, not just from clients who are buying, but also from central local government. A lot of investment, a lot of infrastructure going in there. So it's a hot potato in terms of investment at the moment. So we are going to just come around here. We're not going to go back on the highway, on the A7. We're just going to scoot off on this little slip road because I want to show you some of the, well, I call them prolific developments. To me, that means that they're always in demand. There's always good stock available, and you know, just location-wise, they're fantastic. So the first place on the right-hand side here is Alcazaba Beach. We've got a lovely listing in there at the moment, and we sell a lot of properties here. Apartments, penthouses, there are some townhouses as well. It's a big development. You can see it stretches all the way along here, and it's right on the beach, on the promenade. And prices in here starting from around 700, 750,000. They've gone up in the last few years as people's lifestyle choices have changed, but still a very prominent spot.
I think the grounds here are kept so beautiful as well, aren't they? There's pools in there, and it's very nice. Oh, bump. Yeah. In Spain, we get that, Sean, don't we? These huge bumps, and you've got to slow down, otherwise it just takes the bottom of the car off.
I mean, if we had a Porsche or something like that, God forbid. Yeah. So on the right-hand side here is Los Granados del Mar. There's a developer called they call all their developments Los Granados something. So this is Los Granados del Mar. We'll be going past their Los Granados Playa development a little bit further.
Do you know, it's important to get that right, because if you put into Google Los Granados, it's
everywhere.
It does. So you've got to make sure really that you get the right end.
Yeah, they've got one in Nueva Andalucía, they've got one in Capapino. So yeah, you've got to be careful. But the one coming up on the right-hand side, a little bit ugly from the outside, I reckon. But when you get into it, it's actually very nice, very pleasant. That's Bahia de la Plata.
Well, we were talking about this. The curb appeal really is beachside, isn't it? So when we're approaching on the service roads or the access roads, you don't get to see in its glory, do you?
No,
that's
right.
So you're seeing the back end, no windows necessarily, but the other side, different story.
And then coming up sort of last on this little leg is Mar Azul.
More of a classic.
Yeah, this sort of reddy colour. But all of these are on the beach. They've all got 24-hour security, so they're all well protected. So if you want something beachside, you've got different options along here.
What's your thoughts on the terracotta colour style? Because that was really popular, wasn't it? The late sort of 2008, 9, 10s, and a little bit earlier as well.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I think the reason they use it, because the main architect who used it was Melvin Villarroel, who's now passed away, but his family have taken on his architect's practice. And he used it because he said that it fused beautifully with the green landscapes and the blue waters of swimming pools, and also at night when the sun was setting, it would bounce off different parts of it and create beautiful light. This is the Kempinski Hotel. This is, as you would expect, 5-star, beautiful hotel from the Kempinski chain. Beautiful grounds.
Again in that colour.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a nice one. And then we come to a little bit along here on the right hand side where a few things are a little fragmented. You don't have a little cut in like that, but we're going to take a look at a few of the different things here.
Great thing about this pathway, the walkway, you can walk all the way across now, can't you? On that nice walkway, which means you haven't got to step over the beach area. You can just stay on that nice walkway all the way through, which is great.
Darren, where are we?
We're at Laguna Village.
We are.
Certainly.
What's Laguna Village?
Well, Laguna Village, I think we were talking about this, is somewhere where we'd always come in the past. It had a nice...
Not me and you.
No, well, families and...
Might have been here at the same time, didn't it?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but a nice selection of restaurants, bars. There's a nice beach club down there as well. And then sadly, well, actually, things move on all the time, but a few years ago it caught fire, didn't it? And literally burnt to the ground. It was that lovely...
No, it wasn't an insurance job. It wasn't. It was a spark that flew across the highway and ignited the thatched roof.
Yeah.
And half an hour later, it was all gone.
And they couldn't control it, could they? So sadly, the whole lot was lost. But good news is it all got put back into a beautiful brand new building. I mean, this is pretty special, isn't it? I mean, architecturally, it's very special.
Yeah, it's nice.
And there's going to be a big selection of bars, restaurants, eateries.
We're concerned, aren't we, that it might be taken a little bit up market because the owners are Pasha Group,
Yes.
who are known for lovely things. I think it's going to be a bit too lovely for our price range.
Well, we'll have to try it out and see what it is. But it'll be nice to see. Well, it'll be interesting to see what restaurants come back into it as well, wouldn't it? You know, what we've got. Because before we had the Thai, we had Top Thai, which is great. I love it. We've got one in Marbella, in Puerto Banús, haven't they, there? But they had the Terrasana Cafe.
Italian, it was a good spot. I used to come here a lot. I used to come here with clients a lot as well. So if anyone was looking in this area, this is a great stop-off point. And most clients would just go, wow, is this what I'm going to be doing every day, sitting here having lunch and looking at the ocean? So it was such a shame when it went. So we're all local residents are really looking forward to it coming back. But they say that it's going to be Easter. They haven't specified which year. I think it's going to be summer, but
I think they might do a soft launch,
right?
Maybe Easter time. But it is work in progress at the moment, as you can see. There's, it's all work underway. But
they've done a lot, actually.
They have done a lot, and that kind of roof putting in that. I mean, that's some sort of work going on there, isn't it?
So yeah, we'll keep you posted on this one.
Yeah.
So Darren,
Indeed.
we're just leaving Laguna Village. We're heading back onto the highway to hell, and we're gonna.
This bit, you're gonna stop.
Yes.
Can't just pull out here.
It says stop.
Oh, it's one of those. The A7 is.
It's not the easiest, is it?
It's not.
It reminds me of the A1 in England, where your slip roads aren't the longest. You kind of need eyes in the back of your head because sometimes your wing mirror doesn't kind of get the angle. Anyway.
Well, when you've got lorries thundering past at motorway speeds, you just got to have your wits about.
Oh, and then you get people pulling into the inside there. It's like, oh.
You know what? It's something you get used to down here.
You get used to it, and actually, when you drive this motorway, you're always looking out for people joining it. So you know there is a certain.
You have your foot on the brake, ready to go.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So we're going back down now.
So we are heading east. And we're just going to drop into where we started having coffee this morning, actually at Amarillo. But on the way, I'm going to point out a couple of prolific developments. This one on the right-hand side is Dominion Beach, which is lovely because it has 24-hour security. It has pools and gardens. It has a little beach bar. Has a heated pool. There's always little entertainment on there. So it's a nice place to holiday and to live. So very popular. So that's
always nice to
Dominion Beach.
Have it on the beach.
And then El Villa Inn, which is this development here, which I think is townhouses.
Lovely beach there as well.
Yeah, it is. And then this one coming up on the right-hand side is Bahia de Villa Inn, which is quite a small boutique development. Again, right on the beach. This is the new one. Malaya.
One of my faves these are. I just like the look of them. Yeah. Very clean, very modern.
You wouldn't want to be at a back one though, would you?
No.
And then we've got some land here. And then we've got Emare, which is the most exclusive development in this area, which was built 3 or 4 years ago now, I think. Exclusive. And when they released them, everyone was like, how much? But they've actually gone up in price since they've been built. So in there, 2-bed apartments, but they're like villa size. Probably about 3.5, 4 million, maybe 4.5. Penthouses in there, 8 million. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but they are huge and top spec, and right on the beach.
Oh, there we go. There's a good example, isn't it?
Yeah.
Straight out.
And I don't blame him for that because I just wanted to keep in the inside lane. This is Los Granados Playa. So I mentioned Los Granados Del Mar. So this is Los Granados Playa. And then coming up on the right-hand side, one of my favourite restaurants. Looks like a shack next to the petrol station, Playa Bella. Yeah. Great steak there. fabulous.
Yeah, a load of locals love that place, don't they? And it's off the it's not off the beaten track, but nobody really knows it's there unless you know it's there.
Exactly.
And it's, as you find it, quite rustic and quite simple, but the food is gorgeous.
The food is fabulous. Whenever I like my steak well done, and he always looks at me, the owner, as if I've like committed a cardinal sin. Like, oh,
Yes.
what? So we're back to where the Las Dunas Hotel is, Las Dunas Health House, and then we're just going to drop down to this area, which I believe is Guadalmansa. So here you've got 5 developments right next door to the Las Dunas Health House.
It's a small little commercial area, isn't there, as well?
Yeah, so you've got that little cafe, you've got a couple of other places. And you've also got the Ecos Andalusia, which is just at the far end of this. So here on the left and the right immediately, you've got Las Naiades and Las Salinas, which are kind of second line developments. And then the front line developments, which are the ones in front of us, is Cabo Bermejo. And then it's slightly newer, brother or sister, Torre Bermeja. Built, designed by the same architect, Melvin Villarreal, who, like we said, enjoys using this colour. And you're right on the beach. And what you've got,
isn't that
I
beautiful?
know, isn't it stunning? So you've got the Ticatano restaurant, which is very good. You've also got some Roman ruins here. So they wanted to build on the plot to the left-hand side, but you can't because it's actually protected once they found what was there. So not only have you got the sea in front of you, but you've also got lovely gardens. How about a bit of that?
Look at that, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. And this is where my wife and I come for a little Sunday stroll and have a coffee on the front. Sometimes pop into Ticatano. Just beautiful on a Sunday. It's just lovely. You know, it's very nice. Yeah.
And the nice thing now, because the beaches here aren't the best, but you've got this boardwalk now, haven't you? Which is great.
The boardwalk's brilliant. Linking it right up, isn't it? In fact, is it right? Am I saying that they're going to go all the way through, or are they almost there with that?
That's the plan.
All the way from Fuengirola, isn't it?
I think they want to do the whole of the coast throughout Spain. You know, well, that's a mammoth project. But yeah, there's little bits they keep doing. So we're just parked. We're just going to do some shots by the.
Nice little garden area, that isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Yeah,
and it's all lit up at
yoga
night
and
and
things.
lovely. Okay, so. So here we are, we're in Guadalmansa, which is part of the new Golden Mile between Puerto Banús and San Pedro and Estepona. The beaches aren't the best, we're not in the Caribbean, but what you have got is this lovely boardwalk that takes you all the way along the coast, and here you can cycle, run.
Yeah. Well, it's got that combination as well. If you've got that lovely greenery, got a bit of nature.
Yeah.
You've got the ocean, and actually on a January, this is gorgeous, isn't it? I mean, you've got a lovely breeze, a little breeze, but that walk for the sunshine is lovely, isn't it? It's a great area.
Yeah, and you've got 3 frontline beach developments here, which are all fantastic. You've got Torre Bermeja, Cabo Bermejo, and Menara Beach. You've also got 2 behind, which are second line. And the advantage of this area, you can walk up to a couple of little amenities, some cafes, some bars, and you've also got a taxi rank as well. So you can come here, holiday, and don't need a car.
Yeah, Ticatano is always a popular place to go as well, isn't it? Breakfast, lunch, dinner. You can even have your wedding there.
I'm not getting married to you.
This is, as you said, the beaches aren't amazing golden sand.
It's not the Caribbean, is it?
No, but the views, I think, and the little gardens just kind of make up for it.
Yeah, they do. They do. And amazing views to Gibraltar. And you can see all that coast, that Estepona down towards Soto Grande there. It's quite amazing.
Yeah. And in the distance, you've got all of the developments as well. Yeah. I think what's striking there is Los Granados, actually. That really is a lovely, lovely building, isn't it?
Well, I mean, every apartment is sea facing, isn't it? Because on some of these plots on the sea, the developers try and just maximize their yield, and they put a block there, then a block behind, and a block here, and before you know it, half of them can't see the sea. And what you want is, in a beachfront development, you want to be able to have that whole experience, I think.
But to wake up in the morning and just take a deep breath. I mean, January, it's warm, isn't it, in the sunshine?
Oh yeah.
It's not coat weather at all. Not even tank top weather. It's not that. So you haven't. I know you like that, but you haven't had a chance to wear it.
Too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the nice thing about this area here is you've got these gardens that go all the way down to the promenade. So they can't be built on because they're protected zones. So you've got Cabo Bermejo, Torre Bermeja, but they're either side of this huge green zone. And it just keeps it very green and nice and fresh. Yeah, it is rather nice. I think I could live down here.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, just an opening up in the morning of the curtains and looking at the ocean, hearing the ocean. Actually, is quite therapeutic, isn't it? Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah, all these apartments, but I mean, obviously similar design, aren't they? Because it was the same architect.
Same architect. So you've got Menara Beach, Torre Bermeja, Cabo Bermejo, just built at different times, but similar concept. 24-hour security on each one. Lush gardens, pools. Some have got indoor pools, but nice quality, spacious apartments and penthouses. Look at this Arab watchtower. I mean, probably been reformed a little bit, but great.
It's a lovely feature because it just combines all those elements together, doesn't it?
And the nice thing about this area is you can walk to the little cafe up there, grab a coffee, grab something to eat. There's a taxi rank there, so you're not cut off. Although you're in a residential zone, you haven't got a town on your doorstep, but you have got a few amenities, which is kind of what a lot of people are looking for, really.
Yeah, sure. And actually, those designs, they've got that smooth finish, haven't they? A bit like the Ibethan style finishing on them, although the colour, as you were saying earlier on, that deep terracotta kind of blends well with the natural environment as well, which works.
It's quite Moorish, and what the architect does, I don't know if you can see, but he's got little cutouts in the exterior walls, almost to mimic like the watchtower thing, you know, where you can shoot the enemy coming over the valley,
which you may need to do. No, you wouldn't. Beautiful.